Thank you. As a human being, we are living in a shared house by the name of Earth. But why poverty? Why oppression? Why corruption? Why crime and war? The answer is lack of spirituality among humans. My name is Abdul Zohur Modaber, one of the economic analysts from Afghanistan. I am a lecturer at university and a researcher as well. I'm married. I've got 4 beloved children. Today I'm going to talk about the role of spirituality index on economic development. At first we should know the economy. What is economy itself? The economy is neither a miracle nor a juggling act, but it is the maximum utilization of factors of production, such as land, labor, and capital in a free geography. Or it can be exemplified like a tool or instrument. If its owner was an ethical person, he would positively use it. Otherwise, vice versa. Overall, we can state the economy of each country depends on 3 principles. National income, which is collected through the workforce activity. Natural resources, such as coal, oil and gas, precious stones and the rest, and gathering the taxes from above mentioned principles. And all 3 pre-mentioned principles, we can prove that the spirituality index has its positive impact on the result. So how can we increase the national income? Of course, the answer is by specialized and committed individuals. Their audience, remember, that even if we hired lots of employees with the highest specialization but with the lack of commitment, of course, at the end of the day, the productivity would decline. If we come to the natural resources, who will utilize resources? Who will extract the mines? Who will operate the equipment and instrument? Of course, the workforce. So, unspecialized, faithful, spiritual, and committed individuals and employees can manage the process in an effective and efficient way. For better clarification, let's have an example of Afghanistan. Afghanistan is one of the Asian countries which is in a very sensitive and important geography, whether geostrategically, geoeconomically, or geopolitically. Beside these alternatives, it has a remarkable potential capacity in both natural and human resources. According to the Market Watch research, Afghanistan has 1,400 mines with a value of $10.5 trillion. 8th mountainous country in the world. 180 rivers, 85 billion cubic meters of water with a capacity of 23,000 megawatt electricity production, yet 90% of our electricity is being imported from Central Asian and Middle East countries. However, we have 300 sunshine days too. Besides, Afghanistan has 37.9 million hectares of farming land, but only at 7 million is being used, and 75% young population. In general, we can say that Afghanistan is full of traders. But regretfully, we are one of the poorest countries in the world. Why? Lack of spirituality and commitment among most of the previous elders. They have not only served the country, but also they have betrayed the country. Why? Answer is lack of commitment and spirituality. Same in the gathering of taxes. The spiritual staff will never ever manipulate the amount. But considering the honesty principle, they will directly transfer the exact amount to the government pocket. For more clarification of the fact, let's clarify the role of spirituality index in economic development a bit more. As we know, the economic process has three stages: production, distribution, and consumption. In the production stage, if we hire an eligible and qualified individual considering the two indexes like specialization and commitment, of course the concerned employees will try their best with or without supervision of their boss to boost the production's quality and quantity. And this will help the organization to achieve a remarkable position in the competitive market. Let's explain it more. For example, pretend we have 10 million workforce in our country and they are working more than their responsibilities, means overtime, half hour. Assume the value of half hour is $1. If you multiply it in 10 million workforce, at the end of the day we will have $10 million. If you multiply it for a year, we may have $3 billion in a year, minus the of this. So this is the advantage of commitment and spirituality. Let me ask you guys a question. Why in the current time most of the budgets are being allocated for the narcotic drug? Why in the current time most of the budgets are being allocated for the weapons production? Why they have been allocating $2.3 trillion for production of weapons? Do you guys know, can you guys imagine how many people are living under the poverty line? Approximately in 58 countries, 258 million of population are living under the line of poverty. Their per capita income is less than $2 per day. This is heartbreaking. People don't have food, water, shelter, and utilities, but we are making weapons. The answer is lack of spirituality. Do you guys know how much money is allocated per annum for narcotic drug industry? Approximately $320 billion. In general, we can say that there are lots of harmful things being produced at a global level. Lack of spirituality. The reference for the mentioned figures are CIPRI and NASA researchers. In the distribution stage, distribution is a very important and sensitive stage of economic process. If the distribution takes place considering the authenticity and rightness, the major and remarkable problem of economic process will be solved. But unfortunately, distribution doesn't take place according to the justice and honesty principle. As the said, 94% of resources are being distributed for 6% population, and vice versa. In the consumption stage, which is the final stage of economic process, to improve our economic situation while consuming, we should prefer the frugality method, not lavishing. But nowadays, we are eyewitness that most resources are being allocated for the luxuries, not basic needs. Like allocation of $220 billion in the FIFA World Cup by Qatar, or other routine practice of humanity indicate their deprivation from the spirituality. Therefore, as a basic principle, we should know this, that whether in a crisis or in a normal condition, it is only and only the rightness and spirituality of involved people in political, economic, and social affairs, and as well as the sympathy of public itself, that can help a society to be shaped as an ideal atmosphere. If you are going to shape the future, let's shape the human at first. And it should be started from every single person. If we make the person, we could have shaped the world too. Thank you.